It has been said that people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And this is one of those moments where if it weren't for someone coming into my life, I wouldn't have met the someone that I'm referring to, who was brave enough to make a splash. And when you're brave enough to make a splash, it's going to have ripple effects. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hey there, beautiful human. Welcome to Life by Design, the show where strategy meets sanity and family focused entrepreneurs learn how to build profit without burning out. I'm your host, Kim Ward, digital marketing strategist, coffee enthusiast, and proud Pinterest nerd, here to help you grow your income, your impact, and maybe even your peace of mind. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity, hustle for harmony, and start creating a business that actually fits your life instead of the other way around, you're in the right place. Grab your notebook or, hey, your favorite cozy drink. Let's dive into today's episode because around here, we believe success shouldn't cost you your sanity or your Saturday. So welcome into this episode of the Life by Design podcast. It's your girl, Kim Ward. I realize that Rich hasn't been on a podcast with me in forever. So I'm going to have to drag him into a conversation here pretty soon. Or have you not noticed? Okay, so I've been working with a Christian mentor. He's a Christian leadership who really helps business people from a biblical, faith-based, like Christian perspective. And one of the cool stories that he shared with me, oh gosh, there's so many layers in this story. Unfortunately, he was injured. He was injured, hanging a mirror, and needed surgery that led to needing physical therapy. Thank God he's okay. He went through, it's been a very difficult, challenging recovery, but there's always beauty in the storm. There's always beauty after the storm when you lean in to God, to the message, to the lesson. And so there's so much here. So stick with me because this is a good one. When he was going through physical therapy, he leaned in and realized that the woman working on him was wearing a cross. I think I have my cross on backwards. I do. And so he had asked her, "Oh, you're a Christian sister." She said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "How can I pray for you?" And she's like, "Wow, like no one's asked me that before." So she told him how he could pray, and he started praying right then and there. And she was like, all right, probably a little uncomfortable, like most of us would be. I will admit there's times that my pastor has told the congregation things about like praying for people in the moment. And when you get that nudge, like now, right? Pray for this person now. I've literally been in Walmart where I felt the Holy Spirit nudging me to pray for and with this woman. And I chickened out. I did. I chickened out because you're wondering, well, what are people around me going to think? Like that's crazy, And it's not crazy. So when I walked out of Walmart that day, I had remorse. I did. I was like, why didn't you do it? You weren't obedient. I beat myself up a little bit. Gary, on the other hand, like he'll just boom, he'll pray with you right then, right there. I don't care who's watching, right? We have one job on this earth, and that is to build the kingdom and introduce, draw people closer to Jesus. It's like Matthew said on The Chosen, I have one job today. That's to follow him, and everything else will work itself out. There's a little reel that goes around with that. It's a great reminder. But while Gary was praying with this woman, he noticed that someone over here was just being a little nosy and kind of looking into the conversation. And Gary realized, like, oh, he's curious. So once they were done praying, he had asked this woman, is he a Christian brother? And she's like, I don't know. So Gary's like, you work with this guy and you don't know if he's a Christian brother? He said, I'll tell you what, before I come back next week, or by the time I come back next week, your job is to find out if he's a Christian brother. And then when I come back next week, you tell me. She's like, okay, deal. So Gary comes back next week, and lo and behold, it's that guy who's assigned to work on him, not the female. So Gary kind of chuckles and he leans in and asks this guy, "Hey, I kind of saw that you were looking in and leaning in and you heard me praying with so and so last week." And the kid's like, "Yeah, I did." Gary says, "Are you a Christian brother?" And the guy says, "As a matter of fact, I am." And then Gary says, "Well, how can I pray for you?" The guy says, "Man, my wife is just about to have or give birth to twins." Of course, Gary puts some humor and starts laughing. He's like, "Man, should I pray for you? Should I pray for her? Should I pray for the twin?" Like, wow, let's just pray for everybody. Of course, there was a little more to it, but when Gary looked at me through Zoom, he's like, the message here is that we're given opportunity, not in a Bible thumping kind of way, right? Not in a finger pointing, oh, that's that Christian, but we're given moments. We're given opportunity to introduce the kingdom. You see what I'm saying here? Into people's lives. And so this morning, I was able to do just that. And so this is where the message goes a little deeper because I think there could be something here for you. And if you're still listening, you may think, okay, I'm here. This message is here for a reason. This might be, you ever go to church and you're like, dang, it's like he was talking directly to me. I got the gut punch. I got the message. Yep, that was my message today. I've had that happen so many times. And then there's other times where I'm hearing the message and I'm side-eyeing my dad going, this one's for you today. Full transparency. I'm a little salty today. Woo. My baby girl, Adriana, turns 11 years old today. I'm excited for her and I'm heartbroken. She is my reason for living. I love that girl. I love her so much. We're excited to have birthday cake when she gets home from school today. I recently joined a direct sales company, which I absolutely love. I was in a Facebook group this morning where all of the consultants kind of hang out, talk things over, ask for feedback, whatever. It's a gathering and networking group of consultants. And I see this one woman post how she's so fearful and nervous to go live, to do like a Facebook Live. And then I start reading the comments because that's where all the magic happens on social, right? You got to read the comments. And everybody there was trying to give her some love and inspiration and being like, do it anyway. You can do hard things. And we know all of that. I am not knocking these consultants because they are in it with their heart, right? But we know these things. Doing hard things isn't easy. Our brain is meant to protect us, and we're always wondering, what if? Just like I did in Walmart. What if someone sees me? What will they think of me? When that happens, we're focused on ourselves completely, not the people we're trying to help. Okay, so now I'm like, all right, Lord, where's the opportunity for me to splash, and what kind of ripple effects will happen here? So I find myself opening the next comment and I start typing to this woman. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention all the other people who weren't giving her like inspiration, they were agreeing with her. Oh my gosh, I feel you. I can't do it either. I'm 56 and I can't do it. Just everyone was either like totally inspiring her or totally agreeing with her. Like, I'm with you. I can't do it. So I'm like, all right, there's a bigger picture here. So I open up the comment section and I tagged the woman. So she knew I was speaking with her, but I know everyone else will read. People who are supposed to see it, they'll see it. So I said to her, here's what I want you to know. In 2023, I was at a business event and a woman walked up to the microphone and started talking about topical magnesium. That's when my ears perked up. Now, you may be thinking, that's a weird thing to talk about at a business event. I thought so too. But I was proud of this woman because no matter what her business was, she wanted help from the woman who was facilitating that event to teach her how to grow her topical magnesium business. But I was listening for a different reason. You see, my dad had just survived, well, a few years prior to this, but he had survived stage 4 esophageal cancer. And part of chemotherapy, it kills the nerves. So his feet, like he gets a lot of cramps in his calves. And one of the issues is that he gets such bad cramps in his feet. They turn to Charlie horses, literally in his feet. So his feet like cramp up and wake him from a dead sleep. So I'm listening, thinking, I wonder if this topical magnesium could be of any benefit to my dad. So I went and I introduced myself to this woman who, by the way, is now my sponsor in this company. Needless to say, the benefits of magnesium were so incredibly amazing. And now my whole family uses the magnesium products. And I joined as a consultant because I want to help other people now the way that we were helped. So I said to this woman, imagine, right? Teresa, who's my sponsor, had no idea who she was going to touch that day in that room, if anybody. She just wanted help from the coach for her business. I have now helped my family because of her, right? Because of the products and many others. Growing a team, I'm growing a business. I love it. The reach is impactful, right? All the good things. So I said to this woman, yes, going live is hard. It is. Stepping up to the microphone, that's hard. Recording a video is hard. Recording a podcast, yes, it's hard. I mean, anything we do, it's only going to get easier as we do it, as we take the action, because that's where confidence is formed in the doing. And so I said to her, imagine, right? That's my story. Who are you robbing from a transformation that only you can help them have because you're choosing to not show up? Oh, just sit with that for a second. If you're listening, the splash that you are choosing not to make, all those ripple effects that it could have are people who are waiting for you. And I remember what Gary told me about these key moments. Like I said, we don't have to thump people on the head with our big Bible, right? We don't have to wear a Jesus Christian flag to announce, we just can be subtle. So I said to her, I hope that my story and I hope that my message has inspired you to hit live. And once you do, I want you to pray to the good Lord that the people who need to see your video are the ones that will. And I can't tell you, I used to compartmentalize Jesus in business because I thought, what does one have to do with the other? I'm a good Christian. I go to church. I tithe. I'm a good human. I do good deeds, right? But have I invited Christ into my business? And at the time, I had not. I was totally compartmentalizing Jesus. So I sat down at my desk and I pray. I invite God, the Father, the Son, as well as the Holy Spirit. Three, right? Plus one, me, equals one. That's something I learned from Graham Cook's teaching in the Brilliant Plus app. I invited them in. And what happened is now I learned, let me pray over this podcast episode and pray that it reaches the people who need this message, as I do with my lives, as I do with any samples that I send out. I pray that these samples touch and reach this person the way that they're supposed to, and that they receive, and everything is situational. But so many times, I have had people direct message me on Facebook and say, hey, we're not friends. I've never seen you before, but I was literally just praying this morning for whatever the situation was, and your video popped up, and I watched it, listened to it. And what you spoke about was literally an answer to my prayers. And I just thought, that's how it works. That's how this works. So I'm very excited to see if she does hit live and what kind of feedback, I get from the group. But it all stemmed with, if Ray Higdon hadn't introduced me to Gary, that message might not have been received by me ever, right? What moments or key opportunities do you have every day in your day to day to introduce the kingdom to people? Notice I didn't say God, I didn't say Jesus, I didn't say the Holy Spirit. They're all the kingdom, and people belong in the kingdom, whether it's business, health, finances, all the things. And so now, as I go about my day, I had someone once ask me, is this a faith based podcast? I thought life by design doesn't happen without the good Lord in the driver's seat. So, no, it's not a faith based podcast. I run a faith first life. End of story. If that's a turnoff, I'm sorry to hear that. I will pray for you specifically that Jesus, that the Holy Spirit convicts your heart and does some deep ratification so that we can all spend eternity together in heaven. End of story. So, brief but mighty. I hope that this message delivered something of value to you. Whatever that is, I would love to know. You can definitely share in the comments. If you are curious about the topical magnesium, I'm going to link that below, as well as I mentioned Graham Cook. He has an incredible faith-based app that teaches relational learning, and it's made a mega difference in my life because obviously I can't coach with Gary forever, but I have my Bible, I have my business Bible, and I've got the Brilliant Plus app in my pocket. So feel free to explore that with a 5-day trial using my link as well. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now, my friend, and may you spread those little kingdom moment opportunities everywhere you go. And I hope I've done the same today.